Hey guys, I hope everybody is having an awesome uh, Sunday here in Georgia, or at least the part of Georgia where I am. Probably most of Georgia actually is. It's raining here. It's like really bad. So I come up to the shop. Gonna try to get a video shot today. I'm gonna be, and this will actually, I'll upload it, I'll edit it, hopefully tonight, upload it tomorrow. But anyway, gonna take and we're gonna do a joystick control for a pusher fan boat build that if you guys have been watching some of the videos, y'all, actually the one that me and Robert did Friday night, I showed the new boat out there that we're building out. But anyway, this thing is going to be controlled like a video game. Be cool, right? With a joystick. So anyway, I'm setting everything up. I'm gonna shoot this video and put it together, like I said, for hopefully to upload tomorrow. Anyway, really nothing to do today. Like I said, it's raining. We've had so much rain here. Water table's up and everything's flooded. The parking lot out there is just, standing in water. It's raining. Don't know if it's raining where you guys are at, but it's raining here. So anyway, hey, so yesterday I had a conversation with a lady that watches the videos and stuff, and she's like me. She's had to deal with cancer, and she went asking me some questions, and it just made me think about it today. Wasn't even going to talk cancer today, but I think I'm going to for a few minutes before I start building these videos. But anyway, we got to talking, and she was telling me some issues that she has with her doctor and the way that they've kind of treated her, and she's got questions in her mind about what's going on. And then this doctor, for whatever reason, is not answering. Excuse me, is not answering. Either she's not asking, which I think she is, the right questions, or he's just not doing a real good job of answering. His bedside manner may not be that great. But anyway, the reason I thought about that, what I wanted to say was, for you guys that are dealing with cancer, know somebody's dealing with cancer, you have to ask the questions. You have to know what's going on, because you guys know the mental game that we already play. And if you're not comfortable, you cannot go home from treatment and not know what ultimately is going to happen, supposed to happen. Where do we go next? Whatever, you got to know the questions to ask. And I'll tell you guys this right here. So Bryd always goes with me, and it helps because the doctor comes in and says something to you, and they're like, hey, something showed up, or whatever, something's new. Even let's just say with what happened with me. Of course, the doctor didn't tell me. I took the scans and had somebody else read them. I've been doing this long enough that I know what the meanings are, what the verbiage is on the scans when I get them. So I pretty much I know what they mean. But anyway, what a lot of times what'll happen is we're sitting in the doctor's office, and he comes in, and again, let's go by mine. He comes in and he says, hey, a spot has showed up. Well, as soon as that's said, the person, all of a sudden your mind just starts wondering. You're like, spot showed up, what's that mean? Oh, I'm stage 4 now. Or you got all these things that go in. Well, you missed the rest of the conversation that that he says. Everything else he says, good or bad, all you heard was that. So super important, for you guys to go in and have somebody with you. Brittany's always went to those appointments and always taken notes, and and kind of kept everything level, kept me level, so that I knew, like I said, what was going on, right? Because I'm like I said, I hear the one thing. And it could be something good that you hear. It could be something dad called him. Anyway, it could, and then you hear the good part, and then he said, maybe after that he's like, hey, but you need to do this, 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 and this, and you don't hear that part because you're like, oh, I don't have cancer no more, everything's good, blah blah blah. So anyway, super important, if you guys can take somebody with you, have somebody there with you. If not, make sure you really listen and ask questions, and don't ever leave the doctor's office with unanswered questions, because I've done it. I mean, we've all done it. Like I said, we get off into a different direction, and we kind of forget, and then you walk out and you get home and you're like, what did that mean? I should have asked him, what I don't understand. So anyway, make sure you guys are asking the questions, and you leave there comfortable, dealing with the cancer stuff. You have to be comfortable with your doctor, with the treatment. You have to believe, have faith, and trust, in his ability to make sure that to take care of you, and don't ever be scared to question what he says. Doctors don't always know everything. I'm just telling you right now. I got a buddy local that's dealing with it, and the treatment that they told him here locally to do was not necessarily the best route to go, and there were all kinds of other options for him that he did not know until he got in contact with with my doctor, that I hooked him up with, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, I can, no, you can do this right here, there's this available, and all of a sudden, where you think you're at the last line of treatment that you're able to do, there's all kinds of other options out there for you. So, like I said, question, don't be scared to question. If it hurts your feelings, too bad. If you're not comfortable with your doctor, go find another doctor. And plain and simple, if you're worried again about them and what they're going to think, what they're going to say, too bad. It doesn't matter. It's your life. You're the one that's trying to stay alive, not them. They're just, they're there. And I'm not saying they're there to, hold on just a second. Hold on. Anyway, I got people texting. They're there, and I don't mean this in a bad way, because there are plenty of doctors who are there to help us and treat us, and are there for the right reasons. But there's plenty of doctors there that are there because that's how they make their money. That's their paycheck, and what you guys got to always keep in mind is that they have some type of motive in the treatment they suggest, whether it's good or bad. That there's a motive there. Maybe the motive is, hey, I want you to get better. And I don't think that anybody or any doctor really treats somebody and they're not hoping that they're going to get better. I don't believe that, but I do know that doctors will do treatments that are not necessarily necessary, because there is money coming into the hospital from your treatment. They get the money. I'll give you guys an example, and for me here, I keep having to do these genetics tests, and I know they're looking for stuff, but it seems like here for the past since I had the reoccurrence, that I'm having one every so often, and I'm like, I know these are studies, right? These are research type tests that I'm doing. So they're beneficial, obviously, but I think that that I'm getting an influx of them because the hospital gets paid for every patient that does these tests. So, like I said, and it's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, but it just goes back to what I said. Just remember that it's more than just trying to help you get better. A lot of times it's the money. Just plain and simple. So let's see if I see some comments real quick. Let's see. Dizzle's at the house, so he just yo'd me. Not knowing, not being told is not acceptable. That's correct, Sandra. Tell my parents the truth. Yeah, and a lot of times they don't for whatever reason. Love the weather, Douglasville. Yeah, it sucks, don't it? Hello, Miss Glow. You have to take control. Absolutely. Hey, Donna. Let's see. Our power's on here. The wind's blowing really hard, but let's see. Dealt with cancer and other health problems too. I had to get certain doctors. They didn't believe me in my body. Absolutely. And again, you just, I don't know. It's hard to, it's hard to question them. I know it is, but you have to. You don't have a choice. Testing, something's wrong. Let's see. Sure enough, I had cancer. Yeah. Hanson said Dizzle is the man. Yeah, he's at the house, not doing anything but being lazy today. Thought he'd come up here to the shop and help me, but no, he ain't doing nothing. Anyway, no, you do. You gotta gotta do your research. And my doctor from out at MD Anderson, he always told me, he said knowledge is power, and in the case of the cancer stuff, it definitely is. And I myself, you got to be proactive. So don't sit there, don't be complacent and think that, like, again, that your doctor knows everything, because they don't. And always get a second opinion. And again, don't be scared to get a second opinion. Thanks, Hanson. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't be, like I said, don't be scared to question somebody, a doctor or nurse, or anybody. Don't be scared to question, because they make mistakes as well. They're not all, like I said, they're not always right. So anyway, just thought about that. I talked to, I'm not going to say who it was, but I talked to him yesterday, and I've heard that what she was telling me. I've just heard it over and over and over, and she was asking for advice. Hey, what do I do? So I'm gonna get her hooked up with my doctor and see if he can't help her, look at her stuff, and see if they got her in the right direction. But I personally don't. I'm not sure that they do. I don't know. Yeah, and then Hanson says get second and third opinions, and yeah, a lot of people say that. Just again, question it, try to figure out some of it on your own. And there's plenty of information out there. Be careful with Google. Everybody Googles everything all the time. It's just, and be careful with Google, because Google can lead you in the wrong direction as well. Some of the cancer support groups on Facebook are pretty good. I joined them when I first got diagnosed, and they were good, they were bad. They were good in a way that I was able to get some information, and you can kind of compile some information and start kind of kind of putting some of the data together on your own, and say, okay, well, this person, obviously you got to take what people say with a grain of salt. You don't know if they're all telling the truth, and I'll give an example about that in just a second. But you kind of are able to look at the different information that you find, different people's experiences, and then kind of plot your situation and take a little from each one, and kind of build an idea. I'll tell you how one that I think about all the time on Facebook, specifically in some of these cancer groups. A lot of these people are like, yeah, doctor says don't eat sugar, blah 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 blah. Sugar for cancer feeds off of sugar and so forth, which is a total lie. So when we do scans, they use like a sugar that. So cancer doesn't live off sugar, but when we do scans, the sugar goes to the cancer, which makes it light up. That's what, when they do like the PET scans and so forth. But people that say quit eating sugar, and there was another big one that was going on, God, what is it? The water, the alkaline water and so forth. Again, a lot of that stuff is just not, not true. But specifically the sugar one, that one, and that one bothers me. I think because I see these guys post stuff that we, I know is not true, and you got people, no lie, who are dying or at the maybe at the end of their life, who are sitting here not enjoying, we'll call it the finer things, the sweets and the cakes and all this stuff. And I know that kind of sounds kind of goofy, but it's the truth. They're sitting here and they're like, well, it's I can't eat, can't do this, or holidays, birthday cakes, blah blah blah. I mean, you can kind of put into perspective, and they're being told, they're scared to eat sugar because they think it's making the cancer worse or going to kill them quicker or whatever. As again, just not the case. Sugar, and this is straight from my doctor in Texas, so this is not something I made up. This ain't something I grew. I'm telling you, from one of the best doctors in the whole entire country. Sugar does not feed cancer. Cancer does not live off of sugar, and if you cut cancer out of your diet, it is not going to make you get better. Let's see. I don't know when we're gonna do another fire. We'll probably do another fire here pretty quick because we got pretty soon, because we got a big pile on the other side of the shop that when he was over here we were cleaning, he piled up and we hadn't moved it. So maybe that's a this weekend type thing. So I don't know. Whatever Robert's in the mood to do. He's been working at the house a lot. I know him and Dan have been going and some of their little antique whatever, going exploring these old houses and stuff. So I know they've done a lot of that here lately. Robert's obviously working down at the house a lot, trying to do stuff with it, get it done. So anyway, all right. Well, anybody got any questions? Shoot them real quick. If not, I'm gonna start shooting editable footage so that I can hopefully post up how to control your boat with a joystick. Wouldn't that be cool? So that big fan on the back of that boat out there, to steer it left, right, forward, and backwards. That's how that's gonna work. When is the new restaurant opening? March probably. So that's a slow go. That's it. That is a lot. Which I may do that tomorrow. I may do a little live video real quick tomorrow or Tuesday and show you guys the progress, because I can tell you right now, it has come a long way. It is gorgeous on the inside. Ghost hunting, Nina. I don't know. Need to, don't we? I think that would be fun. Probably already found another place to go do it too. So yes, I did eat. So the barbecue sauce is off the chain, and I also got my my card that came in at the restaurant. Sandra, thank you very, very much. I appreciate all that stuff. And sometimes I forget to, I get, and I shouldn't. I get tied up with life or whatever, and don't acknowledge, some of the stuff you guys have done and said and stuff, whatever. Not intentional, not because I don't appreciate it, but like I said, life, especially over the past 3 months since the reoccurrence with the cancer and everything, just mine's been in different places, but stuff means a ton to me. Trace, I mean, you guys just have no idea. Dizzle, y'all have no idea what this stuff means to him. When we do the videos and you guys are there and talking about him, supporting him, asking about the jokes, he gets a kick out of it, and he enjoys it. So we're he's been doing a little stuff. He wants to start his own channel, and I don't know what he's going to do yet. I know it's going to be a lot of kind of the same stuff I do as far as with the boats and just living life, going hunting and just enjoying our time. So I don't know. Anyway, that's about it, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna get to shooting this tomorrow. Like I said, if I think about it, I'll show you guys the restaurant. I think you guys will be like super, super, super impressed with it. because it's, like I said, it's turned out really, really good. Um, I think that's it. So anyway, love all of y'all. Thank y'all very much. Like I said again, channel's growing. I ain't put as much time into it as I need to, but I will. And here in just a few more video hours, I will have hit a pretty cool milestone. And when I hit it, I'll let you guys know what that was. But anyway, and there's Dizzle. So Dizzle is Southern Journeys for everybody. And whenever we get his started, he actually shot video all last week, and he sat at the house, and I started teaching him how to run some of the software so that he'll be able to edit on his own, and I won't have to sit there and do it for him. So anyway, all right, that's enough. I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.